The Action Replay is a cheating device that allows you to input cheat codes and use them in-game, either to help you make the game easier, harder, or to do weird things. Today, I will be checking out some cool and unique Pokemon White cheat codes. Let me know in the comment section what your favorite Pokemon cheat codes are. Without further ado, let's begin. Number 10. Increased walking speed. For anyone who complained about walking being too slow in Pokemon Black and White, this is the cheat code for you. This cheat code is just useful in general. With the walking speed being super fast, the bike is at an insane speed, as well as surfing. It even increases the speed in which NPCs walk. Keep in mind though that going upstairs and elevated parts, and going to an area where the camera angle turns are all at normal speed. But that doesn't change the fact that you can now tread through long, tedious routes a lot quicker. Number 9. Top-down camera angle and 3D camera angle. This cheat code is one of a kind, completely changing the perspective of which Pokemon Black and White is played at. This cheat changes the camera angle to look at a top-down view, as well as a 3D-like angle. Since the game wasn't built for a top-down view, the player and NPCs clip through other sprites. Boulders especially look weird. The 3D camera angle is even worse, with 3D models constantly blocking the view, making it almost impossible to see. The inside of buildings feel weird, and it doesn't help that the furniture is levitating, as well as the grass. But it's still cool nonetheless. Number 8. Experience modifier. Throw those rare candies out the window. Out of all the experience boosting cheat codes, this cheat code is the best one, being that it has options as to how much of an EXP boost you want. Examples of this are times 2, times 16, times 32, and more. By using the maximum boost, times 1024, you get a stupid amount of EXP. So much EXP that you could raise a Pokemon to level 100 just off of one Pokemon. Number 7. No experience and share experience. Just like in Pokemon X and Y, you can now share experience, or not get any experience at all. Being able to share experience makes the XP share useless, and can prevent you from having to grind for levels. While no experience could be useful for when you don't want to evolve a Pokemon, or maybe if you want a challenge. Number 6. Capture enemy trainers' Pokemon. The impossible becomes a reality with this cheat. Now you can finally catch any trainer's Pokemon. The best part about this cheat code is, when you catch a trainer's Pokemon, the trainer instantly loses. This cheat code even works on the Elite Four and surprisingly, the Champion. However, all of this comes at a cost. You can only throw one Pokeball. If the Pokemon doesn't catch, or if it escapes, you miss your chance. But by using Master Balls, this isn't a problem. Number 5. Rematch trainers. Just like the Versus Seeker from Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, this cheat code makes rematching trainers possible. This cheat code might be useful if you wanted to rematch trainers to level up your Pokemon, though that shouldn't be a problem if you're using the Experience Modifier cheat code. Number 4. No trainer battles. I present to you the one, the only, Trainer Repel. But in all seriousness, this cheat code is very useful, if not one of the most useful on this list. No longer do you have to struggle trying to explore a route and be bombarded by trainers. Now you can finally skip past any trainer. In combination with the increased walking speed cheat, you can now go through a route in no time. Number 3. Unlimited Power Points. This is a very broken battle cheat code that, by using it, makes battling a lot easier and breaks the game. With this cheat code, there is no more need for PP-ups or ethers. You can now use the same move over and over again without running out. Pairing this cheat code up with moves like Fissure, Sheer Cold, Guillotine, and Horn Drill makes it so that these moves can be used at their full potential. Number 2. Invulnerability. Another great battle cheat, but even more overpowered than the last cheat. This cheat code makes your Pokemon unbeatable when paired with the unlimited power points. Even a Pokemon like Weedle cannot be defeated. Now you no longer have a need for healing items. Now you can save your money for other stuff like TMs and vitamins. Number 1. Walk through walls. The classic walk through walls cheat code. Useful for skipping long routes with caves, grass, and trainers. And for some reason works on NPCs, which breaks the NPCs so much that this happened. This cheat allows you to traverse the Unova region without being interrupted. Now, usually I would try to skip past the Elite Four and Champion, but sadly that's not possible. You have to fight all the Elite Four members to trigger the center platform, which takes you down to the Champion. That's right, for the third time I'm going to combine all the cheat codes together that this time will not be defeated. Now, there are a lot of options as to what Pokemon I could get. I could use a walk through walls to get a legendary, or I could rematch a trainer and steal their Pokemon. And with the invulnerability and unlimited power points, whatever Pokemon I pick cannot be defeated. Let's expand further on the invulnerability and unlimited power points cheat codes. I'm going to pick a Pokemon and build it around these two cheats. With the first cheat, invulnerability, defense is out the window, unnecessary, so I'm going all out offensive. The nature and EVs will reflect this. As for the moves, most of the very powerful moves are locked behind limited power points, but that's no longer an issue. The Pokemon I pick is Kyurem, since with the walk through walls cheat, I can easily obtain this Pokemon. As for the nature, Lonely and Naughty are the best natures for this Kyurem, since they increase attack and lower defense. For the EVs, I definitely want attack and speed, meaning all the moves I pick are going to have to be physical. Giga Impact, Focus Blast, Blizzard, and Draco Meteor are all powerful moves I could pick and all have limited power points. But moves like Outrage, Psychic, and Ice Beam are also powerful and don't have limited power points, and Hone Claws would be good for setup. Now, normally, I'd continue on and catch the Pokemon, but for some reason, the invulnerability cheat just would not work. It works on normal trainers, and even the Elite Four, but not against other players, I guess. But the unlimited power points cheat code worked perfectly fine, so I don't know what's going on. I guess the main thing is my original plan will not fully work. I've put in too much time and effort to quit now. The moves that have limited power points will still work, and if I brute force the battle with attack, I can outspeed and win the battle. But what about the opponents? Who are they gonna be? The answer is clear: Rayquaza and Arceus, the previous two hacked Pokemon I created. The moveset I planned for Kyurem is still going to be the same: Hone Claws for setup, Outrage for damage, then Giga Impact and Shadow Claw for extra. As for the item, it's going to be leftovers, which is kinda pointless, but whatever. The battle starts with me sending out Kyurem and using Hone Claws, and the Rayquaza using Fly, which does a lot of damage. But luckily, beforehand, I was able to use another Hone Claws. Then my Kyurem outspeeds with Outrage, and with my +2 attack, I one-hit KO Rayquaza. Next up is Arceus, who sets up first turn with Calm Mind, while Kyurem still uses Outrage, leaving Arceus with a slither of health. Since Arceus outspeeds Kyurem, it goes for Recover, allowing me to finish off Arceus with Outrage. In the end, this time, I didn't fail my ultimate goal, and was able to make an even more powerful Pokemon. And hey, if you made it this far, congrats! I hope you have enjoyed watching. This took a lot of time to make, and a sub to my channel would be great. Until then, I'll see you next time.